Hello YouTube, a rockin' and rollin' weather pattern moving forward that features many opportunities for snow and just dangerously crazy cold weather. Hi everybody, I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice. If you do not already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications. I provide you with early warning of severe weather, a reliable forecast you can count on, and a direct approach you won't find anywhere else. So let's map out where that snow chance will be found in the coming days. The new temperature outlook here from NOAA shows there's a 90% chance that almost everybody on the East Coast will feature below normal temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days. Okay, that's a pretty strong signal that not only is it going to be cold, but be cold for a long time frame here. And to be honest with you, the 8 to 14 day outlook looks very, very similar, okay? So where will that snow be found? Let me show you our chances because some in the south are going to get a pretty good snow out of this. You've got winter storm alerts from Arkansas to Mississippi to Alabama to Tennessee. In fact, most of the state of Tennessee will be covered in snow, but it doesn't quite make it over the mountains out of this one, okay? This one is notorious. These type systems are notorious because they're upper level driven. They run out of moisture and the mountains kind of gobble it up, okay? So here we go. Some snow moving through Sunday night into Monday for Tennessee. That stretches into North Carolina, especially western North Carolina. Monday, Martin Luther King Day into Tuesday. It's just streaming right along here from Mississippi and Alabama into Tennessee. Western North Carolina could get 1 to maybe 3 inches, especially along the Tennessee line. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg are going to be real winners out of this. And then it tries to stream up toward the north, where parts of Virginia, Norfolk, possibly Washington, D.C., even into New York City get a little bit of snow. A little bit. All right, let me show you how much, because this one is upper level driven. Again, the two systems don't phase. So what happens here is you got just another upper level system that provides the cold air, provides the lift, but you don't have that southern tap of moisture that taps into our bank of unlimited crazy snow, which is the ocean. It doesn't do that. It just is working with what it has in the atmosphere. So here we go, Sunday into Monday. Look at this. The ground's covered in all of Tennessee. Pretty much the entire state of Tennessee is covered in snow. Western North Carolina gets a quick 1 to 3 inches. It is possible in the upstate of South Carolina that you get some flurries or a quick burst of snow shower activity that really coats the ground in some locations. But I don't expect road problems anywhere south of Asheville. That could change as you get into higher elevations. But look up toward the northeast here. Like I mentioned, a quick covering of snow. Martin Luther King Monday into Tuesday, maybe 1 inch, 2 inches for Jersey, New York City, back through upstate New York. It's just going to be crazy cold. That's the bigger story out of this. When I look at the NAM computer model, it's a little more sparse with the snow. It keeps it up toward Kentucky, most of Tennessee. Nashville gets a big 4, 5, 6 inches, but it keeps it more west of 95. When I look at the blend of all of the computer models, it's more in line with that GFS, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow in Tennessee. That's easy to do with these type situations. Tennessee's pretty flat until you get to the Cumberland Plateau. So when you get these systems to come through, they're efficient at giving you quite a bit of rain in those areas of Tennessee, or snow. Yeah, 5, 6 inches of snow is certainly possible there. It just doesn't quite make it over the mountains. For the Northeast, it does. Most of Pennsylvania, most of New York, getting in on some good snow here up through Jersey. We could get out of this computer model, it's showing through the next week, you could get around 5 inches of snow, okay, out of a couple of different systems. European shows 1 to 5, 2 to 3 back here through Tennessee. The big story here is the absolutely just dangerously cold air. These are real temperatures, minus 20, minus 18. Chicago's going to be below zero for a while here, folks. It's one of those situations where as we go into Tuesday morning, Wednesday, this is spilling into areas east of the Appalachian Mountains along the I-85 corridor. This is really, really cold. I'll fast forward to Wednesday morning when you're waking up. Plenty of single digits here across the mountains. Asheville, 11, 22 in Greenville, 28 in Charlotte, 15 to 17 in Atlanta. Panama City, Destin, 24, 25. Highs that day in the 30s across much of the eastern United States, except for South Florida. You're sitting at 74. Pretty nice there in Miami. But even so, when you get into Thursday morning, there will be plenty of temperatures below freezing. Even in central Florida, Ocala North, probably 30, 32 degrees. The Panhandle, 24, 25. Orlando, we're talking 39. So it's going to be really cold in Florida. Even in Miami, we got 48, 49 degrees. But it does warm up to a nice 71 that day. How nice. While the rest of us are in the 40s. But a secondary cold blast moves in Friday into Saturday, where Saturday morning we're back to the teens. Look at that swath of below zero temperatures coming in, to where by Sunday morning we're talking 4 or 5 degrees above zero in Asheville. Some of the higher peaks here in the mountains could be at 0 or just below it. Greenville about 18. New York City, 16, 17, and then you go up here toward Monday, this cold just sticking around. It won't go away. Kind of like the summertime when you get these patterns and the warmth is there, and you just won't see the warmth get away. So who gets an inch of snow? This is the average of 51 different model runs of the European. It shows in red pretty much all of Tennessee is going to get some snow. The ground's going to be covered Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday. You go toward the I-85 corridor here from Atlanta to Greenville to Charlotte, there's about a 10 to 20% chance of an inch of snow. So there's a chance, but it's a very low one. You get up toward Asheville northbound, it's about a 60% chance or more. And then you get here toward Jersey up through New York, we're talking decent chances, 60, 70% chance that the ground will be covered. Beyond this, folks, the pattern continues to favor cold air, at least through the end of this month. My brand new Model M shows that as we get toward February 1st or so, the North Atlantic Oscillation turns positive, which doesn't necessarily mean it's going to warm up substantially. It just means that we're going to get in on some near normal temperatures. So we'll be back to normal, which means you can still get snow as we continue to be so active. So folks, simply put, there's a system. It's not a lot to write home about, but many of you in Tennessee are going to get immeasurable snow, sledding weather. In fact, in Tennessee, parts of Alabama, Mississippi, not quite for the Carolinas out of this one. With that said, I do see the possibility of snow flying around, and then things move on from there. Okay, so that's the way things are looking right now. The bigger story here, the more dangerous story here, is how crazy cold it's going to get in the coming days across the United States. You want to think about the 3 Ps: pipes, people, pets. Bring the pets indoors. If it's too cold for you outdoors, it's too cold for them. Check on your neighbors. Care for the kids at the bus stop. It's just really, really cold. Check on your neighbors. That's one of those situations where the weather's dangerous, and be careful of those alternative forms of heat. Kerosene is so dangerous. Carbon monoxide is a real situation you need to watch out for. And pipes. When you get in the teens, some homes in the South are not built to withstand that kind of chill, especially single digits. So dripping your pipes, turning a faucet on in the farthest point from your home. For me, it's upstairs, my kid's upstairs bathroom. It's a good place to turn on because it circulates water throughout the entire house. Just keeps it moving. If it's moving, it's not going to freeze. All right. That's kind of the key to keep in mind. And turning off those hose bibs outdoors. If you have a main shut off, do it. If not, cover it. Carol Clark at work basically said, hey, take a wool sock out there, cover it with a wool sock and tape it up. Anything will help. Just protect it from these type chills. All right, folks, we'll be with you throughout the day and the week. If you're new to this channel and like what you see, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, as I will be keeping you posted on all things winter weather. It's my passion. I love what I do as a chief meteorologist, and I like to share that with you here on YouTube. So thank you for following along, and thank you for your trust when it comes to severe weather.